the lovely Jamie Nicole.
Hi.
And tell us, who did you play in Rabies?
Jamie. Definitely.
now, was it a far stretch acting the role of Jamie?
Well, Don, the director, he definitely did change my character up where it wasn't me. He made me out to be a very shy person, very reserved.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout the movie, I definitely have a changing experience where I have to step up because everybody freaks out, and I have to come and say, "Hey, I'm gonna save you. I got you."
Now, would that be your personality in the if in the event it actually did happen?
To step up and actually help out with things,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. That's gonna be me if I don't freak out myself. You know, I think if there was zombies roaming around, I couldn't tell you if I'd freak out or not. Actually, might be something to do that.
Well, let's see. So you got involved with Rabies how?
Well, Don and I, the director, we actually worked together for about 2 years. Well, maybe about a year before he started to asked me if I wanted to play a role in his movie that he was going to make, and I said, "You know what, Don, I'll make you a promise. If you ever make a movie, I'll star in it for you." And sure enough, here we are today. So that's what happened.
Okay. Did you say have a lot of rehearsals or?
We did rehearse. Don worked really hard, and he really worked on it to make it where everybody was prepared. Everybody knew what they needed to do. Not saying things didn't happen on set, because it always does, but he worked very hard and we prepared, and I really enjoyed it, and we did have a lot of rehearsals.
Mm-hmm. Did you have rehearsals in Murray and?
Mm-hmm. We had some. We had a few out at Don's house. We had some here in Murray at a place that I couldn't tell you what it was. I can't remember anymore. And we had some at Sarepta's as well, which of course is where the movie was shot. Beautiful place, by the way.
And it's not a dump like what was referred to in the movie.
Exactly.
And I think that's one funny part in the movie where, Don had written originally for a different place, and then comes Sarepta and that offers to use the house that she lives in, and we still use the line, "What a dump."
What a dump, exactly. And it's definitely not a dump. Definitely a beautiful home. Love to live there. I would love to.
I thought that was still kind of funny.
There's a little irony there.
Well, let's see. Trying to think what else. Let's see. You had a your main weapon was a
Gun.
gun.
A gun.
Now, did you have prior experience to shooting?
I have shotguns. I have shot shotguns, and I've done some rifles as well. And I've shot a handgun one time, and that's it. And I completely sucked at it. So, in the movies, when you're seeing me shooting and I get the zombie right between the eyes, it's not really true on that one.
Yeah, because you had Sarepta shooting and missing the character Rob played. And,
within point blank range.
And then you come in as a bullseye and you just get him right between the eyes.
Get him right there. No, definitely not true, folks.
I remember watching some of the footage where and I thought this was crazy, where you had shot straight at the video camera.
Sorry about that. Hold on. Y'all shut up now. You hear?
Funny. I remember for some reason, I don't know whose idea it was, for you to point blank shoot straight at the camera with a shotgun.
I think it was Dawn's idea, wasn't it?
I think so. I just remember he was covered with smoke. He looked like he was on fire.
Everybody was screaming, "Not a good idea." And he said, "Well, if I die, then it's me. It's okay."
That was classic. I watched that footage over and over. I was like, man, what was Don thinking?
Shoot right at him.
But it turned out to be a good shot. I used that in the promo part of it. as like Todd's point of view when he was a zombie.
Which he's an awesome actor, by the way, too. Loved him to death. He was really, really good.
Yeah.
Him and Michael and Sarepta and Jessica were really awesome to work with. Really were.
Yeah, and I've got interviews with Michael and Sarepta and Paisley also, and then you, and somehow I'm gonna have to find Todd.
Oh yeah, I know. He kind of disappeared off the face of the earth. Where'd you go, Todd? Can't find you.
I'll get him eventually.
Yeah.
I won't rest until I have an interview with all
I
of
think
you.
he's my friend on MySpace.
I'll have to find him because I think he went to like North Carolina or South Carolina.
Wow.
Maybe he can tape something and send it back. I don't know.
Maybe he was good. I'm sad that he had to leave us.
He was. Did you have any prior acting experience?
Actually, no.
No.
Dawn was really good to sit there and work with me and help me out, and people like Sarepta and Michael as well, who did have a lot of experience prior to, and who's done many plays, things like that. But besides that, none whatsoever. Was a freshman coming in.
How did you handle coming in as, say, a freshman with these other experienced actors?
I think it was actually a positive thing because it helped me learn a lot about it, and they helped me every time I needed help. If I ever had any questions or if I did something that they didn't think was quite right, they always stepped in there to give me some advice and some pointers and tips on that. And Michael actually worked with me outside of any type of rehearsal a few times to give me some ideas and help me a lot, because at first it was kind of sketchy on whether I was going to be good or not at it. So definitely got better over time, and I really appreciate the help that they gave me. So it was a really positive thing that I had experienced actors and actresses around me.
Yeah, everyone says that you did a great job on it, and for a first time, I mean that's a great accomplishment to do.
Yeah, this movie was definitely an accomplishment that I will look back on and always remember and always appreciate. And I hope to continue working with TerrorVision in the future, and I look forward to that. So it definitely was something that it got better over time, though, throughout that movie.
Now, filming took the course of over 3 weeks, maybe 4.
Something like that. It was 3 weekends or 4 weekends, and we thought we would always say, cut, and that's the end. And then all of a sudden we get a phone call. Dawn calls everybody up. Hey, we need some reshots on this and reshots on this. So we always got to reunite and start it up again. So.
And then you came back later for the graveyard scene.
Yeah, definitely. And that was shot during the day, and I was always skeptical about that. I was saying, it's daytime out here. It's daytime out here. How's it gonna look good? And you guys would always say, it's okay. We got this part, Jamie. You just do your part. We got this one. It's okay. I can do it.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Well, you also worked with some other professionals who's been in other movies.
Dawn Lynn, definitely. Love her to death. I love being her stunt double as well. Nobody knows. But she's not very good at driving a stick. So all those scenes with the Jeep and everything, that was actually me in there.
I do remember, the scene pulling up and then you coming out of it and then Nollan getting into it.
So she could step out and hurry up, come on, or something like that, she said.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
We were actually at first we drove around one of the days that we were shooting because I was going to try to teach her. She said she knew how to drive a stick, so I trusted her on that one, and she could do it, but not good enough for what we needed in the shot at all. So we ended up having to make a stunt double on that one. It turned out pretty good, which was fun, by the way.
Okay, I'm gonna need to pause this interview while I switch tapes.
Okay.
So, let's see.